People are going to be on their phones doing something. You might as well be on your phone, impacting people's lives, building a residual income for your family, and living the life that you deserve. I mean, that's our company tagline, helping others live a life they deserve. And Lavelle has done that for us. And because of what it's done for us, we want to do that for other people. People always say, well, you seem so confident. Well, yeah, I'm confident because of what I've seen day in and day out for almost 4 years now.
We have something that is changing people's lives.
Yeah.
You buy into, here's the deal, you show up to the calls every Tuesday, Thursday night, Lavelle Live. You know what we were doing those first 30 days? I didn't miss a single call. And we were getting as many people exposed to the stories as possible, the fan page, the YouTube. Guys, if there's a day that goes by that you haven't heard a life-changing story about the Thrive experience, that's because you just flat out chose not to, because there are stories everywhere, and that's where your confidence grows.
Grew up in a really small town in actually Bowie, Texas. It's in North Texas, and then went on and got my master's degree in speech pathology while I was working full-time in the schools. I've always been very driven and wanted to be involved, wanted to be a part of something. I had a good career, my husband had a good career, but we were drowning in debt. We had made a lot of bad decisions, and even just my education, my parents weren't able to pay for my education, and I went to school for a really long time. That literally had us in a place where we were stuck. I had to go to work to be able to pay those student loans every single month. I kind of joke, I think I paid more for my student loans a month than most people pay for their mortgage. It was ridiculous. As our family continued to grow, I needed to be home more. That just wasn't a possibility for us because of the amount of debt that we had. I hit a wall, I guess you would say. I knew I needed something different. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. October of 2013 is when I actually said yes to my friend who had introduced this whole Thrive thing to me. Honestly, I wasn't interested at all. I didn't think I needed what she had. We were struggling at that point financially, but I wasn't looking for a business opportunity. I just wanted to feel better. What do you know, when those 3 simple steps did what they did? Day 4 is when I said, oh my gosh, I want this in my life every day. I knew that this is something that so many people in my life needed, specifically all my tired mama friends. When you have 4 kids, you have a big circle of moms. So in the beginning, I was just thinking of all the people that I was around all the time that I knew needed it. And of course, today, I know everyone needs it. It doesn't matter what your job is or how many kids you have, how old you are, everyone needs it. It's free for me to become a promoter. It makes sense. And I don't know where I'm going to find the time to do this, but I have to do this. My gut instinct said, this is your next step. That gut instinct doesn't lead me astray very often.
The bottom line is the #1 nutritional company in the world just got better. What do you tell people? Well, you tell people the facts. You share your story. You focus on what this is done for you, and you say, oh, by the way, we actually just launched a product that promoters only had 6 hours to order, and we sold 7.5 million. Guys, that's insane. Bottom line is are you ready to thrive with me yet? Because it's time, and you're going to understand once you start this experience yourself.
I knew I had something that I wasn't going to be able to keep my mouth shut about, and I was going to tell people about it, because there's an emotional component that comes into play when, as a tired, exhausted mom, I felt better throughout my days. I could get through the day better. I had the energy. I was excited. I was happy again. I was getting things done. I was crossing things off the to-do list. I was actually enjoying my family more. Quality of life had been improved, so it's just something that you want to talk to other people about. I say we're all just a bunch of average, ordinary people that have experienced something extraordinary. It's easy to talk about it because it's impacted our life, and it's simple, and everyone we know needs it, and we have a solution for people. And as far as this business opportunity, we've proven everyone can be successful here. basically we were able to build this house during the middle of our journey with Lavelle. I want to show you a couple of things in my office. This right here, I'm just a big picture person, but these are pictures of my team and I, my friends, my family, on our lifestyle getaways. So this company has literally taken us or allowed us to travel around the world. One of the cool things about this is, again, this is what you share with your friends and family. So, to be able, on these lifestyle getaways, you're actually having a paid for getaway with your friends and your family and your teammates. Oh my goodness, this was, this back here is a picture of the Where's Waldo party. Sometimes our themes for these parties, we kind of go, what in the world are we supposed to do with that? They call these lifestyle getaways, and really the point is to introduce people to a lifestyle that's possible when you do have financial freedom and you have the time freedom to actually enjoy places. This right here, this is what everyone in this company wants right here. This little 200K banner, just to be able to hold that up, it signifies so much. That is the highest rank in our company, and what that really stands for is financial freedom. If you're making smart financial decisions with what you earn as a 200K, you can absolutely change your whole financial future for your family. We actually just celebrated last month. We added 15 new 200Ks into our team, so that's pretty incredible.
And Miss Mauria Dillard.
What I learned most from Mauria was that, she was a busy mom. She was a speech pathologist, and she built this business while working her 8 to 5 and with 4 kids.
When we first bought this property, we actually had a camper that we pulled up right here. It was like a 31-foot bumper pool that all 6 of us lived in. It was in January, so super cold. Most of the nights I was doing phone calls from the car because, basically I was 30 feet away from my kids, on multiple calls. So it was pretty crazy, but it's kind of one of those things, you sacrifice short term to have what you want, in the long term. It is our reality now because we've said yes to those 3 simple steps in the morning, to the Lavelle opportunity. And obviously the more people you're able to impact, the more options you're able to create for your family financially.
Hear from you, I want my team to hear from you about what we can do as far as smart sampling.
We have a lot of different people that are running promotions for smart sampling, and the reason, you understand, we're not just saying running promos for sampling, we're saying running. I think the minute you think you've arrived is the minute you're going to fail. We are winning here. That comment that Jason Camper made that day, he said, emotions create movements. And we do, this movement that we've seen take place is because there's emotion that's associated with improving your quality of life. And when your day's better, when you're able to do things you couldn't do, when you're able to enjoy things you used to not be able to enjoy, there's emotion that's attached to that. This is what you do. You answer messages in between calls. The fact that I get to enjoy these years, because they are so, the older my kids get, I realize how quickly they go by and how precious this stage of life is. And I no longer go through this stage of life just going through the motions or barely getting by. We are thriving through this stage of life, and hopefully it's showing my kids, when they have their own families and their kids, they know that life isn't all about, working for someone else to have no time with who you love the most. I want them to know you can earn an amazing living doing what you love and finding something that you're passionate about that can be a part of your family. Keep it simple, go with what you know, share from your heart, take it from your head to your heart. My business has been built from my heart. And when you're passionate about something, it's easy to roll with that. Just make your focus helping people, and that's where you're gonna win. I remember being nervous about what people would think. I remember worrying, what are people gonna think? Here I am with this master's degree and this great career, and now I've joined this home-based business. And it's so nice when I look back, because I'm sharing all my fears with my husband before I hit that promoter button, and he said, who cares what people think? You love this. You know that you're going to be talking to people about this. This is risk-free for us. It's free. Just do it. Don't ever write anybody off. Just always remember you have a solution for people. You have something that people are looking for. Love them where they are, and find those people that are ready to thrive with you right now. Who's ready right now? Get that story started.